And welcome back to ABSTV. With me today is Joe Patton from Canon Broadcast, and of course we all know Canon primarily as the manufacturer of a great line of lenses. And Joe, let's start with kind of the big picture and we'll move down. What's going on out there in the world of lenses for cameras? What are the hot trends?
Well, of course, HD TV is the big buzz and has been for many years, with most of the networks already converting over, of course, to digital and now mostly to high definition. So that's presented a challenge with the lens manufacturers, and for Canon specifically, to come up with a variety of lenses, both in 2/3 inch format, 1/2 inch format, and now 1/3 inch format is extremely popular. So it's forced us again to have 3 different levels of lenses in the 1/3 inch, 2/3 inch, and even 1/2 inch format.
Let's talk about that 1/3 inch lens. It's probably not politically correct to say, but I mean, there is down market pressure from an economic perspective on equipment and gear.
Yeah.
One-man band producing is something that I specialize in, and cost is an issue. So I'm sure the 1/3 inch line was kind of developed with that in mind. Talk to me a little bit about what's driving that and what kind of solutions you can provide.
Yes, good point, Tom. Up until recent history, the vast majority of the lenses have been 2/3 inch format. Everything in high definition has been 2/3 inch. Sony and some other manufacturers actually came out a few years ago with a 1/2 inch line of lenses, which forced us to address that, obviously. And now the trend is 1/3 inch. The price point of the cameras has dropped dramatically. So the days of the $35,000 high def lenses, of course, don't jive with the cost of the less than $10,000 cameras. So Canon has come out with a line of 1/3 inch lenses, low-cost lenses, if you will, that range from about $9,000 list price down to $2,500 list price. The $2,500 lenses are new 14 by 4.4 lens on a 1/3 inch format that's commonly found on the JVC and Panasonic 1/3 inch offerings. Packaged from Japan, generally speaking.
I think you make a good point, though, in the sense that matching your lens to the camera and the body and the acquisition that you're going to be doing, bearing that in mind, and also bearing in mind too the screens that a lot of this is going to show up on are going to be mobile devices and some very tiny low res screens, which I wouldn't say negates the need for a high quality lens, but I guess you really have to know who you're producing for. Is it Discovery Channel? Is it mobile phones? And really weighing that, and it sounds like you kind of have a solution for anybody.
Yeah, and we still have our high-end line of $35,000 wide-angle lenses and very telephoto lenses, but you know, what's good enough is generally the case when it comes to a lot of these folks buying the lower cost cameras. And so Canon has had to cut corners, if you will, a little bit when it comes to design. You know, the use of expensive magnesium materials.
How many elements in the lens?
Exactly, 2-time extenders. And in years past, it didn't matter how big and heavy the lens was and how many tens of thousands of dollars it is. Now the lens pricing has to be in line with the cameras, and in many cases under $10,000.
And the point being, though, is you can match it up, though, now without making a mistake one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been forced to come out with different levels of high definition lenses. Expensive wide angles with extenders, mid-range lenses without extenders, and low-cost lenses with not big zoom ratios and not starting very wide to keep the price point in line with the cameras.
All right, Joe Patton, thanks for joining us today. Joe Patton with Canon Broadcast, some interesting insights into what's going on in the world of lens manufacturing. We'll be back with more ABS TV right after this.